guys, this is Lola Shea from the Lola Shea Show. Tune in every Monday at 7 o'clock right here on IAXISRADIO.com for hot topics, cool conversation, and me, your host. Gotta love it. See you there.
IAXIS Radio, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
IAXIS Radio, WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Yes, sir. Back again. Welcome to Community Megabytes. I'm your host, DAVON Franklin, where we take a bite out of all community and multicultural aspects, issues, events that affect and impact our communities. We're going to have a jam-packed show for you today. Right now, we're going to get into a little bit of community bits right quick. You know what I'm saying? We're going to move this along because, time is an issue. You know, Mandami wins the mayoral elections. You know what I'm saying? So, as the Democrats, actually they celebrate a blue wave of victories across the country. I guess Trump's endorsement of Cuomo, after Cuomo's statement saying that he would be the best, to go against Trump, I guess that was kind of like the nail in the coffin. It's like, get him up out of here, Not to mention, his record, his history as governor. The win sparked all kinds of right-wing fear-mongering, so to speak. Even to the point where the president got in on the conversation by saying stuff like, if you vote for Mandami and you're Jewish, you're stupid. These are kind words from the president of everyone here in these United States of America. But I digress. Steve Bannon made a statement stating that if the Democrats win the midterm elections in 2020 or the 2028 elections, some of the people in the room that he was in right there, and himself included, were going to go to jail. Now, I wonder what kind of illegal stuff that was going on with them that, they would end up going to jail for. But, who knows? But we're going to get into more conversations and more topics when it comes down to, this administration by getting on with my brother, for our segment, Point of Contentions. We're going to bring on Devin Franklin. What's going on with you, man? We're going to bring him in right quick.
How's it going?
Oh, man, I don't know, man. I was trying to stay away from this topic, I was trying to move away, talk about something else, but it just, the hits keep on going. You know what I'm saying? I mean, your guy, you know what I'm saying? The courts ordered Trump to the SNAP benefits, you know what I'm saying? And he's going to he went to the appeals courts, for the Supreme Court to fight that decision. Why would he want to do that, man? What's up with you, guy, man?
What do you mean? What's up with my guy? I mean,
what's up with him, man?
is he holding back the benefits? I don't get it. I mean, I didn't see that report, so you're gonna have to keep me abreast on that.
Okay.
Hello, everybody that has joined, by the way. But what SNAP benefits was he trying to hold back?
Well, the SNAP benefits that they was basically talking about releasing for the November. It's been talked about throughout the news. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Where they basically withholding either portions of all the SNAP benefits. You know what I'm saying? And the courts ruled, you know what I'm saying, the federal courts ruled that is to release them, you know what I'm saying, that the I think it's like $42 million worth of SNAP benefits, that he's supposed to release them. But now he's fighting in the Supreme Court, and they actually agreed with him, you know what I'm saying, by putting a hold on his order to release the SNAP benefits, you know what I'm saying, to the public.
Okay.
You know,
now was there? I'm not abreast on that. I've been pretty busy, so I haven't really been glued into the news. But I mean, is it a portion that's being released and then a portion later on down the line? That's kind of what was brushed over for me. I'm not sure the amount that's being released first, and then the schedule for the other amount that's being released. But yippee, the SNAP benefits are being released, and people are now going to start being fed.
Okay. Well, actually, they're not. They were supposed to be going. Oh, did they make they made the decision that they're going to release it? Because they was waiting on the decision from the federal courts from the Supreme Court. So but moving right along. I mean, I think it's kind of interesting that he would actually go fight that in the courts. You know what I'm saying, to keep the benefits from being released, but there's a whole lot more that's going on with this. You know what I'm saying? We was talking something earlier on pertaining to what was it? We was pardons.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We was talking about pardons. We was also talking about hold on, let me get to this. Let me get to my
You know what? Let me while you're looking that information up, I wanted to counter something that you had said earlier in your community bits or whatever the case is, and you were talking about it being a blue wave. And I don't know, I guess Republicans are supposed to be scared. Once again, let me go ahead and reiterate the fact that I am an independent voter, but let's go ahead and go through that. The places that the blue wave were supposed to have happened have been voting primarily Democrat anyway, and so there was no real big loss.
Right.
I mean, that's irrelevant.
Well,
what's going to end up happening, though, as far as this blue wave is concerned, and they're hoping that this can carry momentum into 2026, which is perfectly fine. But what's going to end up happening is all those promises that were given by you guys' new mayor-elect Mom Donnie, once he's not able to do the things that he was promising he was able to do, there's going to be a whole lot of buyer's remorse. As a matter of fact, I've been watching a few videos, and I haven't sent you any links or anything like that, but I found it fascinating that there's already buyer's remorse. And your governor, after all of these promises were being made by your mayor-elect or whatever to get himself into office, your governor is saying, yo, man, we can't afford that. What are you talking about? I'm going to stand my ground. And, so basically what it looks like at this point in time, and Scott Jennings said something about that on CNN. Oh, man, is that guy a treasure? But basically all this was the holdout in general, the sacrificing of people's food benefits or whatever was a political ploy to get people rallied up and go to the voters booth. And then as soon as they got elected in there with that blue wave that you're talking about, they released the food. So your people's food, or not your people, whoever it is that's on SNAP benefits at this point in time, their food was being held for ransom.
Right.
so that they can get elected. And then once they got into the positions that they wanted to, where they could actually get on TV and cosplay as like that was a real victory or whatever the case is, once they got what it is that they wanted, which was those voter victories or whatever, that's when they decided to feed people. That's kind of fascinating to me.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
it is. You know what I'm saying? Because they was talking about, they want, they putting the blame on Chuck Schumer for the cave-in. So yeah,
I mean,
that's kind of interesting. That's an interesting perspective to say the least. You know what I'm
the
saying?
only person to me it makes
But the Republicans managed to sneak their ass some provisions that they have to kind of like rewind from that bill. You know what I'm saying? Like $500,000 that they want to go to the senators or whatever have you not, that was being investigated over the January 6th riot situation. You know,
yeah, I don't know all the details of the 500,000. I don't know if it was like slander or whatever it was.
It's $500,000 the least.
Per person?
The least for just for the 8 senators that were being investigated because the FBI was investigating tap leaks. You know what I'm saying, where they had like conversations with individuals that was involved with the January 6th riots.
Isn't it fascinating? It's also I mean, wow, all these wiretaps and all this crazy stuff that's going on, and they're going to end up having to bilk up 500 grand. I mean, that's pretty interesting. What's also interesting is the BBC being sued for $1 billion for edited footage on a Trump speech or whatever the case is. I mean, $1 billion. So I mean, it's fascinating all the way across. I was looking at this video.
Oh no, the 500 grand. No, they trying to call that back because that was some slick shit that was put in the thick of the night that was kind of like snuck in there. And even for some strange reason, the guys that signed it didn't read it themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's fascinating in and of itself.
That's to include the Republicans because they're actually having pushback on that too. They got a few Republicans that have because you have an abundance amount of people in this administration that's trying to enhance themselves and get rich off the taxpayer money, including Trump himself, who also is trying to pull the same thing.
Okay. What type of money is he trying to get out of that?
Oh, I think his was up to the tune of what, $230 million or something like that for the investigation that they had on him. You know what I'm saying? Through the FBI. You know what I'm saying? I mean, where he actually gets to make the decision of whether or not he gets that money, kind of like a conflict of interest. You know what I'm saying? Especially it's taxpayer money.
I mean, they have to vote for that to go through. But I mean, one thing you can't say that it's a lie, because I mean, look at all these companies, these news media, legacy media outlets that are having to fork out all that money to him for the slander and all the other stuff that was going on at the time of the elections. I mean, if you're not guilty, then why are you settling, right? And so, like, seriously, edited footage, the whole deal. Did you get a chance to see Senator Kennedy going over some of those monies that were going to different places? I think it was like 4.4 million or something like that was going towards forgot the name, golly, but it was about cafes, something like that, some transgender issue, and male prostitutes. They were sending hundreds of thousands of dollars over to Nepal for male prostitution as well, and all of that stuff. I mean,
I actually heard about that too. You know, that was an actual concern. You know what I'm saying, when those revelations actually came out as well.
And how fascinating is this, that they ended up passing a bill, or they're finally ending
what it is, and what the problem with that is that, you know, whoever did that, they tied a lot of that up into the aid situation that was supposed to go to feed a lot of people. So they kind of like cut into that, you know what I'm saying, or for whatever, you know what I'm saying, reason. But I mean,
so we can't afford to pay our people, our U.S. citizens or whatever the case is, but we can sure pay for male prostitution. That's fascinating to me.
Yeah, we can't pay for our citizens, but we could also pay for for ballrooms getting restructured.
I mean, that didn't come out of taxpayer funding. That came out of people that donated and invested in it.
No, okay.
That's not taxpayer funded. What the billionaires choose to spend their money on outside of taxes is irrelevant for me or to me, because you know what? They made it. They can spend it however they want. And so I'm not going to sit over there with my hands trying to get
the
something
White
that I
House,
didn't.
the White House is not their house. That's the people's house.
No,
So
it's a ballroom that's being built that was done by
that,
investors. It wasn't taken out of taxpayers' dollars at all. And so I don't have any problem with that. If you want to have a great Gatsby ball over there in the White House or whatever the case is, and that's not coming out of taxpayer fundings, then go for it.
Okay.
I mean, that's irrelevant to me. Now, what's fascinating, though, is the fact that the same thing that they're approving at this point in time when it comes down to ending the shutdown and all that other stuff, they could have actually approved in day 13 of the shutdown because nothing has changed. And so once
that's actually true, and that was part of the argument of that too. Is like, yo, if you wasn't going to get anything out of it, why did you keep everything shut down for?
But they had been saying it already. They had been saying that this was the leverage play, and the leverage play was that people would be upset, people would be watching all this news and going all hysterical and stuff like that. They would vote against their own self-interests when it comes down to the quote-unquote blue wave or whatever the case is. And once they got that satisfactory victory, because they've been taking L's this whole doggone year as far as the Democratic Party is concerned. So, I mean, if you got all these lumps upside your head, you're going to take whatever grain of victory you can. And so once they got that victory, it was time to feed the people. Like, you would starve people and let them go to work without getting paid and all this other stuff just so that you could say you won an election that usually is blue waved anyway. I mean, all right. However you call your victories, good luck with that. I mean, obviously Mamdani's not going to be able to do what it is that he said he's going to do because, yeah, he's going to be a one-term mayor. Like, they're going to see what his ideas are, and then they're going to oust his behind, and it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And he's going to prove that he's ineffective and feckless, and then he's going to be voted out of office. Because I don't think, I mean, obviously they're going to take whatever wins they can, and they're going to ride that momentum, and they're going to back in public this person, but in private, they're already sharpening the knives to dig into his back.
Well, you had a lot of the Democrats that didn't want to support him. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Exactly. They really didn't want to support him. They didn't get behind him until it was clear that they was going to actually win. You know?
Exactly. Now, you know what's funny though? Okay, so I was thinking about this, right? They were sitting back talking about the subsidies and stuff like that because we're hurting healthcare and all this other stuff. Nothing has changed when it comes down to the ACE or the ACA, the Affordable Care Act. Nothing has changed from the Obama administration. But here's what ended up happening, which once again, I love politics and they're super fascinating or whatever the case is. But do you know that you were technically paying 3 times for healthcare? This Obamacare that people are talking about is so great and all the other stuff. So check it out, because I was working in, like, you know, health insurance or whatever and helping people process claims and stuff like that. Government employees, as a matter of fact, that was like the group that I was with or whatever. And they were paying thousands upon thousands of dollars during this Affordable Care Act thing. They were paying thousands of dollars, and then when it came time to get their cancer treatment or whatever the case is, either they were getting generic drugs or they were getting flat out denied. So they're putting all this money into this doggone system, and then they're not getting anything out of it. And then I started thinking about it. All right, so we're paying actually 3 times when it comes down to the Affordable Care Act. You're paying once your terms, your premiums or whatever the case is, right? You're paying for that. And then because the government is going there trying to get subsidies to help make that Affordable Care Act more affordable, you're paying out of your tax dollars for them to subsidize something that should have already been affordable for you in the first place. So that's twice. And then the third time that you're actually paying is when you actually have to go out there and buy those drugs. If the generic sugar pills that they're giving you are not effective towards your treatment or whatever the case is, you then have to pay even more to get the designer drugs that are actually
quick question though. Quick question though. So let's say that what you're saying is correct, and the Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act is, you know what I'm saying, as disastrous as you're saying it is with the paying 3 times. Mm-hmm. What's the Republicans' alternative?
Well, I'm glad you said that, because it didn't go into actual policies or whatever, but what Trump was talking about is the Affordable Care Act is Americans paying a whole bunch of money to go into insurance companies. So they're getting money by the trillions, these insurance companies that are raising your rates and all that other stuff. And so what he was talking about doing, and I don't want to say specifically, I'm paraphrasing what it was that he was talking about, was cutting out the middleman. Instead of paying all these insurance companies these trillions of dollars for you not to get the treatment that you want or the care that you need or any of that stuff, start sending that money back to the American people. Now, what that looks like, I'm not sure. I voted for him for 4 years, and so what he's been doing at this first part of his
is that theory, or is that the plan that's written down that they actually getting ready to send through Congress for them to actually take a look at and pass?
I don't know. I don't know where he is in that process.
It sound pretty good the way you broke that down. But if there's no plan that's on the table, then trying to gut a plan that's already there that people can actually afford, you know what I'm saying, right now, to have no plan whatsoever, so to go back to where it was before, where they couldn't afford it. No, I don't find that as a viable option. Do you?
Well, I agree with you that it's not a viable option, but this was the ACA. Nothing has ever changed from the Affordable Care Act. The only thing that has been going on with that Affordable Care Act is the subsidies that have been going into the ACA, as opposed to like it actually being affordable. We had to accept the ACA the way it was, or whatever the case is. And as the premiums are increasing, or whatever the case is, we're then having to dig right back into taxpayer funds, which means they're double dipping. They're taking out of your check, and then they're taking out of your taxes to make it affordable. So that to me doesn't make any sense at all. It's ineffective. That's what the whole reason for the shutdown was supposed to be, or whatever the case is. But I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, it was about the people that are sucking off of the healthcare system that are not paying into it. If you have 20 people that are pulling off of a system, let's say it's insurance or whatever the case is, or whatever it is, right? You have 20 people that are pulling off of that doggone system, but there's only 5 people paying into it. And the reason why I'm saying that is, all right, so like 5 people are paying into healthcare at this point in time, right? The other 5 are receiving that for free but they're American citizens and stuff like that, so they can also be accounted for. Now you have 10 additional people out of that 20 that are not documented, are not paying into it, and are not being taxed for it, or whatever the case is. At some point in time, those rates are going to go through the roof because somebody has to pay for it, and that's exactly what's been going on.
Well, until you have
only 5 people are paying into it. That's not right.
Okay, I get that, but come up with a plan that's better instead of trying to gut the plan that's already there. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. But if
no. I'm saying this because this has been the conversation since the first time he got elected. That was back in 2016. We're getting ready to go into 2026, and there's still no plan. But there's this attempt to basically get rid of the healthcare plan that is actually there, that allowed other people who couldn't get healthcare before, you know what I'm saying, to get healthcare now. You know what I'm saying?
So there's a gap between that time frame, bro. There's a gap between that time frame. There is a Biden and Harris administration that was there for 4 years. If they could see the writing on the wall and they knew this thing was coming up, as opposed to continuously approving those subsidies or whatever the case is, they should have.
Okay. Wouldn't it? But see, you want to run for president again, which you did. Wouldn't it behoove you to actually have a plan ready in place on one just in case?
Yeah, and I'll let you know what that plan was. From the beginning, it was Doge. Let's line item all the things that we're actually paying for that should not be are not in
healthcare. That's not at that time.
No.
That is not a healthcare plan. That is not a healthcare plan. That is not a healthcare plan.
It's about money. It's not.
No. Don't talk about money when you're doing tax cuts.
It has to pay from somewhere. You have to get the finances in order first before you can start trying to line item what the healthcare is. First of all,
okay. Then how does it benefit with the tax cuts, bruh? Here
we go. If people would actually pay attention to what's going on line by line, the first thing you want to do is address where your wasteful spending is going, right? So once that
stop talking about wasteful spending, because military parades, You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Wasteful spending. There's
Bro,
another.
I'd much rather see a military
There's been
parade
more.
honoring our veterans or whatever than
More
just
wasteful. There's
millions
been
of
more.
dollars out there for transgender studies. Like, dude, in another country that has nothing to do with us, I would much rather see our men and women being honored or whatever it is that they're being at that point in time, as opposed to millions of dollars going to countries that have nothing to do with us for transgender studies and male prostitution. Come on, man. Now, first of all,
That still has nothing to do with misappropriated funds. When you deploy troops into any area, that means even deploying the troops into like cities and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That costs money.
Yes, it does.
If it's not necessary for you to do that, that's wasteful spending.
Okay, so check it out.
No. Time out, because we do not. I got another guest coming. I got to keep this moving. You know what I'm saying? Because we was talking about the government shutdown. The Epstein files, the Epstein emails are actually coming out. See, a lot of this plays with the government shutdown of them not wanting to get this lady sworn in from Arizona that was actually going to get that 218th vote to actually have the petition for them Epstein files to actually be released. You know what I'm saying? So you had a whole lot of distractions that's been going on that kind of like kept these files from actually being released. Now they're actually spewing out. I don't know if you're if you're actually familiar with what's actually been going on with the with the actual case and the emails that's actually been leaked. I'm just getting information about all the emails being released. I saw one, and one had to do with him actually basically saying that of all the investigations, like Trump's not being implicated or whatever have you. Now he's basically trying to figure out why. You know what I'm saying? And it goes back to the theory that I actually stated before. You know what I'm saying? Of what a gentleman actually reported before pertaining to those files or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? And what the issue is with that whole situation because of their fault, of the nature of their fallout. Like I said before, I don't have enough time to actually get into this. But one of the situations that they actually talked about was the falling out between the two, and it had nothing to do with he was a creep, and it had nothing to do with no female or whatever have you. Not. It actually had to do with the fact of real estate deal.
Yeah.
And that kind of went south or whatever have you not. And that was the falling out. And there was a situation, there was a threat that was actually made. We're gonna get more into the conversation with that on the next show. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry that we took too much time talking about other stuff, but you know what I'm saying? But we'll come back. We're gonna take a quick video break, and we're gonna bring in our next guest right here on Community Megabytes on IAXISRADIO. Let's go.
Hope to be the best image of you when I'm standing on that hill, bending knee when I come to you, when I need your will. Blessings, blessings, rain down on me. Blessings, blessings, rain down on me. Never give up the fight. Don't let him dim your light. Blessings, blessings, rain down on me. Never give up the fight. Don't let him dim your light. She don't care about nobody but herself. Have you ever seen the devil in Chanel? And she's so conceited, I don't need it. Clubbing season every weekend. I know she's got a man at home. She don't call it cheating, buy drinking. She comes easy, oh she freaky. Oh here she comes. Oh here she comes. She gon' take your heart and use it like a drug. Oh here she comes. She the type of girl that's taking what she wants. Ooh, that girl so dangerous. Know that body hot, but can you handle it? You can take a shot, but you be gambling. She might fall in love, but she can't commit. She the type of girl that you can't forget. Saying she adores, but she cancerous. Everything she do is so damaging. Stay away if you don't know me. And she's so conceited, I don't need it. Coming season every weekend. I know she's got a man at home. She don't call it cheating, buy drinking. She comes easy, oh she freaky. Oh here she comes. Oh here she comes. She gon' take your heart and use it like a drug. Oh here she comes. She the type of girl that's taking what she wants. She the type of girl that gon' get that money. All she wanna do is get a bitch like body. Breaking all the hearts is what you do for a hobby. She get wetter than the bottle girls at the parties. Everywhere she goes, she that trending topics. Baby, it's in her, it's out of body. Oh, here she comes. Oh, here she comes. She gon' take your heart and use it like a drug. Oh, here she comes. She the type of girl that's taking what she wants. Oh, here she comes. She gon' take your heart and use it like a drug. Oh, here she comes. She the type of girl that's taking what she wants.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back to Community Megabytes. I'm your host, DAVON Franklin. We're doing Point of Contentions with my brother Franklin, and we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue talking about this, man. You know what I'm saying? I want the kind of uneasy, man, trying to rush through it and get these points out. But you know what I'm saying? There's a lot that's actually been going on, and I want to allude to, like I said before. There's a lot behind the situation, these files. You know what I'm saying? And I guess I'm trying to not to talk too much on talk a little bit on the surface pertaining to it, because there's a lot, you know what I'm saying. But there's a lot of things that's circulating around that's not looking good. You know what I'm saying? Considering the fact that when they talk when they give the talking points. When I hear about the Republican talking points about, well, the Epstein files was actually, was there during the Biden administration. It's been reported that but it's also been reported that those files actually was kept sealed in Florida under Pam Bondi, who was the attorney general or the district attorney out there during that time. So, you have that one aspect. So if she kept those files concealed in Florida, that means she knew about those files then, even before even before getting put in the position that she's in. You know what I'm saying? So it would kind of lead you to, why would she be put in, you know what I'm saying, if she kept those files, but you know what I'm saying?
It doesn't lead me to that.
Of course, of course, naturally it wouldn't, because you're going to defend the position any which way that you can. You know what I'm saying?
No, no.
But that's one of the talking points that they actually brought up when it came out to why those files wasn't released in during the Biden administration. Fact number two, they actually ran saying that they would actually release those files, and I think what actually really pushed everybody to the edge when it came down to that is that you ran stating that you're going to release the files. But then when you get in there, you start acting like what files? You know what I'm saying? That you know what I'm saying? That even for the MAGA base, most of the diehard MAGAs, that was a problem with them, because it's already known, it's already been reported that the guy is a known pedophile. It's also been known during this time period that him and Trump has actually been, cahooted best friends. And see, one of the reports and one of the issues that they actually had, you know what I'm saying, pertaining to this guy actually being down with an intelligence agency that was actually running around spying and blackmailing people through a honeypot scheme. You know what I'm saying? So that's where a lot of this, and he's not, and trust me, Trump's not the only one that's in these files. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, according to a lot of the reports and the leaks, his name is pretty much deep in those files. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It would kind of strike me strange that you would actually run on the fact that you would actually release the files, you know what I'm saying, without thinking of the concept that you might be in the files, considering the fact that you've been hanging out with the guy for 15 years and you was very well aware of his activities and what it was that
I wasn't in their social circles or anything like that. But to go back on that.
I know you. I know you wasn't in their social circles. But here's another thing: your personal attorney, who's now one of the U.S. district attorneys or attorney generals of the country. You know what I'm saying? Goes meets with the accomplice that actually was found guilty, and actually makes an agreement with this individual and moves them to a more cushier prison situation, and now that individual is looking for clemency, which your guy has no problem with giving clemency to people who were rightfully convicted of crimes that they committed. Such as what's I can't even remember his damn name, but he the big guy with that lied about every damn thing, including his name, his background, you know what I'm saying, where he from, like everything about him was a lie, you know what I'm saying, and he scammed people out of money, you know what I'm saying, was rightfully convicted, you know what I'm saying, pled guilty. And he was granted clemency. So there's no accountability that's held for these white collar crime individuals. No, because he gave pardons to a whole bunch of other people for doing the same, for pretty much doing the same shit, being convicted, actually pleading guilty to some of these crimes. Now get back to the Maxwell thing, because this has also been reported on why the government shutdown was actually happening, due to the fact that they didn't this new senator that's coming in from Arizona would be the 218 vote that would actually get those files released, so you could actually see who was part of the abuse of the sex trafficking. You know what I'm saying? Now my thing is, you know what I'm saying, it goes, the sex trafficking, as nasty as that is, and is very serious, and I do want justice for those, for the victims. So this is a very, 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 very important issue when it comes down to this situation. But what is also equally important is the rumor of the reports that a lot of this was a honeypot scheme designed to blackmail government officials and high-powered corporate executives and people in certain prominent positions, catching them with their pants down doing salacious things to minors and other people or whatever have you not, to basically get them to do the bidding and the doing of a certain faction, a certain entity.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? No, because I'm gonna shape it all in. I'm gonna shape all this in, because this also leads into where was we? Where was we? The blackmail situation. You know what I'm saying? The blackmail situation, because that leads back to the emails of what Epstein, of what they reported. One of the released emails when they said, but basically indicating that Trump is not implicated in any of the investigations. You know what I'm saying? Now, from previous reports, they actually said that he felt that by him not being implicated, that means that he basically snitched on him. You know what I'm saying? Which is basically what another Epstein's biographer actually stated with what the fallout was. You know what I'm saying? Between the two of them, the fallout happened because Trump undermined him in a real estate deal. Like, he confided in him, outbidded him with money from a Russian oligarch. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, he was threatening to actually expose the fact that he was one of a frontman for a Russian oligarch in a situation or whatever have you not, and that prompted him to snitch on him about the island. So this is how all this kind of like ties itself in with the emails that's continuously being released. I mean, what do you have to say so far pertaining to this? Have you heard any of this?
There's a lot to unpack with this, but this is what I have to say. The game within the game is fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have your blue wave going on, or whatever the case is. You think, or you're trying to tell people, you're giving them a spin that this is a victory, even though these are predominantly blue states, so it wasn't really a victory. It was like manifest the way it was supposed to happen. Okay, so you took a big L. Chuck Schumer is on his way out, or whatever the case is, and to distract the American people from the fact that even in this self-proclaimed victory that you have, there was nothing but defeat, because nothing actually changed. What you'll do is you'll change the focus to being on the Epstein files.
Oh, no. The Epstein files didn't go. No. The Epstein files.
Question: if Bill Clinton was on the flight itinerary on Epstein Island, and he's a president of the United States, and he couldn't get his name scrubbed from that itinerary, if the prince that just lost his princelyhood or whatever just got demoted from the royal family or whatever the case is, and he's a freaking prince, and he couldn't get his name scrubbed from the implications or whatever the case is, what makes Trump so untouchable? What makes him so Teflon Don that a prince and a president's name in itineraries can be corroborated with being on Epstein Island, but this guy can't? And at the time that all of this stuff was
let me answer your question. It's called having control of the Department of Justice. That's what it's called.
This happened before he was even president of the United States. This happened during the Obama administration. Fact check.
What happened during the Obama administration?
The Epstein investigation and the indictment and all that other stuff happened in the Obama administration.
Yeah, no. He got no. That was 2007. Obama didn't get elected until 2008.
All right, so before the Obama administration. All right, fine.
No.
The Obama administration, he had more than enough time.
When he got the sweetheart deal, if I'm not mistaken, that was in 2007.
Okay, so when he got the sweetheart deal, it was in 2007, but then you had 8 full years to investigate this madness or whatever the case is and find and uncover all the things you needed to. Let me ask you another question, because this is what I have questions about.
That's all predicated. That's all. That's only predicated. Time out. You're not going to get away that easy, because they were still friends after the sweetheart deal.
Who was still friends after the sweetheart deal?
If I'm not mistaken, well, no. I am mistaken. No, go. Continue.
Yeah, you are. Okay, so let's put it in this context or whatever the case is, right? So there's this saying, obviously, it's like a Christian saying. I'm not going to be like this Bible verse and this blah, 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 right? You can be in this world, but not of this world. Now think about it in this pedophile ring or whatever the case is. You know the names of some of the people that are involved in that deal, right? Birds of a feather are supposed to be able to flock together. If I'm involved in the pedophile ring, which a lot of politicians probably are, there are a lot of people, entertainers, the whole dang thing. If I'm a part of that same tribe or whatever the case is, then it would be in their best interest to vote for me. Because when the shit hits the fan, I'm going to be the guy that's able to get you out.
Yeah.
Okay, so all this Trump's hanging around with these pedophile circles and all this other stuff. We know a prince that lost his princely.
No. You're talking about. You're talking about somebody from a completely different country
in there and has a picture of himself.
You're talking about somebody from a completely different country when you're talking about a prince. You know what I'm saying? It
doesn't matter. He was on Epstein Island and he lost his
the files got back to them where they decided that they was going to take his crown because of the nastiness and the publicity of what he did and what he was accused of.
Okay, but what I'm saying is and I don't know, we'll find out when all the emails and all this other stuff. I don't like the smoking guns, before all the stuff has been paid attention.
This has been the hot topic all year long. This has been
what I'm saying is common sense year long. If this dude, President Trump, if Trump is a part of these pedophile circles, like people say they are. By the way, Epstein happens to be a Democrat. Wouldn't used to be, former Epstein, no longer among us. Democrat. And so the people in his pockets would have been
what does the political affiliation have to do with this, though? Because it
has everything to do with this. Because here you are saying that this dude is running around in these doggone circles. It has everything to do with it because the money that he's making off of this honeypot scheme or whatever the case is, he's going to be in the pockets of the people that are getting voted for. That's what's going to happen. He's going to be in their pockets because they're a part of the honeypot scheme.
Do you not know how that a lot of that works? They got people from both sides.
Okay, I get that. But what I'm saying is they got people from both sides, and I'm not saying that it's all just one side or another. What I'm saying is if I were the guy in the pedophile circles, like they say Trump is, and I was going to be president of the United States, but I was birds of a feather with all of these people flocking together, then it would be in your best interest to vote and be aligned with me.
And apparently that's what they did.
No, because all these people,
apparently that's what they did.
Names, when they release all the other stuff, we'll find out exactly what's what. I will be patient about that situation because, all right, yes, I want justice for the victims, just like everybody else wants justice for the victims. But at the same time, our budget was bad. There were things that he ran on that he needed to get accomplished right now, and then start building that for the future. We have now they reported $37 trillion in tariffs, okay? 37 trillion, because everybody that was talking about how this is a bad strategy or whatever the case is, countries started coming to the table. He was trying to balance the budget. Now it gets to the point
by robbing the American consumer, by taxing the American consumer, which he is not allowed to do. He cannot make those. The taxation of the people come from Congress. It don't come from the president.
What are you talking about? We're talking about tariffs.
This is the argument of the tariff. The tariffs is a fucking tax. It's a tax. It's a tax on the American consumer. It's a tax.
It's a tax on everybody that does business with America.
Who pays the tariffs? The consumer. It is a tax.
Until the countries come to the listen. The consumer is going to pay the price for the tariff, right? This is what it is. This is a leverage play, not with people's food or anything. It's a leverage play because even if it hurts America, these tariffs or whatever,
it's not stopping the other countries.
other countries worse. And they're going to end up bringing their tails over to the table so that they're not getting tariffed because they need American goods more than America needs their goods in specific areas. And that's exactly what happened.
That logic is backfiring, as you see China is going to Argentina to get their soybeans and not the American farmers who's actually being ran out of business.
That's one of many things. You just got finished. You just got finished. You're not talking to Pim right now, and
come on. Stop. Time out. You just got finished sitting there saying that we have the best products, and you're gonna come to us, or you're not gonna come to nobody else. They're going to other people. They're going to other people.
They'll go to other people for specific things, but now also we're not the world police or anything like that. So if you want to protect your country, buy all weapons, and that's just the way that works. That's why we got up to $37 trillion.
Instead, we're sending troops through our cities, which to me is also another. Which to me is
to protect America against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Are you kidding me? Are you
no,
kidding
I'm
me?
not. That's what we said.
No. Are you serious? We're going to take a quick video break, and we're going to come back to address that nonsense that you just got finished saying right here on Community Megabytes on IAXIS Radio. Let's go.
Away, away, away. Sail away, 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 away. Sail away, 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 away. Sail away, 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 away. Take me back to the island of Jamaica, where the ocean is so deep and blue, and I could tell that when I look at you then we'll be fine. White sand with some pink, feeling so good I can't think. Raise a glass full of that drink. Look at me and all I do is wink. Sail away, 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 away. 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 Out here dancing in the rain, running to the ocean as it's calling my name. Nothing will never be the same. Oh, leaving this, oh baby, what a shame. Out here living my youth, out here living my truth, watching all of these views, fighting it, well baby, what's the use? Say it's for the moment, say what you wanna know it. Don't you know we with these island boys? You and me, baby, that all we got is time. Don't you know we winning all the time? Sail away, 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 away. 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 You and me, that baby, all we got is time. Don't you know we winning all the time? Sail away, 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 away. Sail away, 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 away. Sail away, 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 away. Sail away, 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 away.
Yeah, man.
You know Wagwan?
Wagwan.
You know, come here.
Come here.
Come here.
Come here.
Come here.
You guys wish we were in Jamaica.
No,
with
it's
us.
like come here. Come here.
Come here.
No, not
No.
come here.
Come here.
Come here.
Come here.
Yeah, come here.
Come here. Come
Come
here.
here. Mean come here.
Okay. Come here. Come here.
Yeah, man.
Hear the music rising and you wanna party. Come take my hand, show your moves on that dance floor. Don't be surprised when I come alive. Siente el ritmo tonight. Nadie me controla, es que puedo sola, que sabor. Corre por mis venas, ven conmigo y piérdete. Now, now, now. Afro-Latina Queen, go bling, toda natural, nada artificial, te vas a asombrar. Right now, experiencia inolvidable, ey. Vamos a pegar.
Señoras y señores, ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, ajustense los cinturones que vamos a despegar. 3, 2, 1.
Si es contigo, ya voy a toda mami, fue el destino. Quiero subir la party. Si es contigo, ya voy a toda mami, fue el destino. Quiero subir la party. Moverte en el ritmo te gustan tus ojos, se ve. Te meto todo lo que tú tienes, que yo de locura te quito la sed. Moverme en el ritmo me gusta, y más si bailo con usted. Ahora me siento atrapado, tú eres mi deseo, dime cómo es.
Ahora que te tengo, yo a ti no te pienso soltar. De esta no te vas a olvidar.
Puedo entenderlo, a legua se siente este ritmo que quema por dentro.
Tell me what you want, tell me what you need, baby, I'm the one that gets you hype on the scene. Walk up in this party, you're mess and I'm drippy, baby, don't be mad, you ain't no competition.
Si es contigo,
Feel the rhythm, feel the rhythm.
si es contigo,
Come alive, come alive.
si es contigo, si es que nos cruza en la pared. Te chocó hasta New York, que ya está allá.
Es lo que hay, es lo que hay.
Haciendo locura como
Dímelo,
tú sabes.
Mozart.
Dímelo acústico, pa' que sepa, pa' que
DJ Gunda in the house.
Everybody dancing now, DJ Gunda en la
si es contigo, ya voy a toda mami, fue el destino. Quiero subir la party. Si es contigo, ya voy a toda mami, fue el destino. Quiero subir la party. Si es contigo, fue el destino. Quiero subir la party. Si es contigo, fue el destino. Quiero subir la party.
The Community Megabytes Point of Contention. I'm your host DAVON Franklin with Devin Franklin. We're gonna have to close this segment, you know what I'm saying, because my next guest is here in the chat. But I want to talk to you, you know what I'm saying, and we on the next time that we come in, right? And we're gonna talk about the Posse Committees Act of 1878. You know what I'm saying? That kind of that forbids the president from using military troops as law enforcement officers. So we're going to get into that conversation the next time that we return with the show. So you know what I'm saying. Without further ado, you know what I'm saying. Thanks for coming through. You know what I'm saying. I appreciate you. We're going to take another music break, another video break, and we're going to get set up for Mikey J to come in the building. We're going to have a conversation with Mikey J. But stay tuned for the next episode of Community Megabytes with Point of Contentions with Devin Franklin. We're going to get back to this, all right? Peace, bro.
Adios.
Talk with you later, man.
All right.
Yeah. I got on this for no particular reason. And you know the business is important, but every now and then you gotta catch breakfast sport. Hip hop is a contact sport. So we're gonna show you what King did. Y'all ready? They tryna talk brick money, I'm at a 9 to 5. Coolest cat alive, the 9 took about 9 lives. King of the jungle, I walk around with a lion's pride. 45, Jordan in his prime, how they iron God. Double nickel at the garden when that iron fly. Come and take a walk on my city, homie, come try a slide. I reside where niggas get hit for trying to copy shot. Tough guy, you looking for the smoke, nigga try and die. Love is a luxury that I can't afford. And Haters' expression of what I can't ignore. Most niggas express the pain when they ain't involved. I'm accelerating in every lane where they falling short. One man army, I'm the shooter. Muscle for hire like Lex Luger. Super man of steel, ball heads like Lex Luthor. Screaming fuck ops out the backseat of the Uber. Ignorant, black tie fair when it's penmanship. Trying to find a way to get away before they end the shit. My homie did a bid and he maintained his innocence. All we want is survival, all they want is us in the shit. Snapping every single arena without the benefits. We mad while a white man laughing at how the tension set. My spiritual awakening is different this time around. I got no time to clown, I need compensation for sentences. Income passive, net worth massive. King talk, Prince and MJ, masters. Two cans slick like oil, this caster. Friendly might make you a ghost, this Casper. There's a reason why she called me the GOAT. Just ask her, it's my time, fuck who's next and who's after. Step now, catch 16, attach ladders. God tier, chew through mics, they just rappers. They stepping on the scene versus the Elohim. They just wanna be seen, so let's make a scene. Movie in the making, let's box, go get your Vaseline. Call me Mike Tyson at prime time, this my regime. Charlie Sheen winning in this bitch now. I'm a stand up nigga, go ahead and sit down. Timid in my youth, but I'm really with the shits now. Put you on your ass, I don't even need a big crowd. Born told me I lack the killer instinct, but when I rap it's just in, no Timberlands, how I'm in sync. Such a different type of vibe when I cut the cord. Full court pressure, nigga, and fuck the score. Dot boy up 10,000, homie, come see the show. Nigga, we really made it cool for you to be a hoe. Niggas copy my motives and wait for me to go. Get a verse and hold it for years, waiting for me to blow. Fuck it though, call me the sacrifice. God-like, all you get is the passion coming after the death of Christ. Active life, cooking on instruments, we can add the spice. Foreign in the left lane, speeding off with the loaded dice. I'm betting on me if you get the picture. If not, get cropped, head taps. I'm such a real nigga. I'm in the field, nigga. Don't even feel spitters. This ain't for media, it's just so I can heal with ya. 5 of your mates, I ain't really trying to deal with ya. $1 million worth of game in a still picture. Blow a band on a stripper and pop more wet so we can celebrate life, and I'm a still tipper. They counted me out, I held my head high. Polo button up with the necktie. Real nigga vibe from the city with the best eye. NY, BX, Barrel Thorough, the rest try.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back to Community Megabytes. I'm your host, DAVON Franklin. We're going to get into my inspirations and advancements segment. Right now, we're going to be talking to a 2-time Grammy-nominated recording artist and music producer, a civil rights activist, philanthropist, rapper, actor, film director, and much more under his belt. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mikey J. What's going on with you, man? How's everything with you?
What's going on? Peace and blessings. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. You're maintaining, man. Glad you okay for the situation. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
So
I'm good.
Let's get it started, man. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody know where are you from? Where does Mikey J come from, man? What's the deal with Mikey J?
So I was born in Harlem,
okay.
Harlem, USA, Harlem, New York. Mm-hmm. And I was brought home to the Bronx, Sparks Projects, 165 Trinity Avenue, apartment 13E. So that's where I'm from, man. Harlem in the Bronx.
Okay. What inspired you to get into the music business, man? Let's start there.
I get asked that question a lot, man. And to this day, I got to give the credit to my mom's. You know, her being an eclectic connoisseur of music. But if I had to really say what got me into hip hop, to the hip hop culture, to the rap world, I would honestly say being at the KRS-One My Philosophy video shoot over 166th Street and Franklin Avenue by the old armory, the old men's shelter. So
that's my home. Yeah.
So, you know, being around that situation and just seeing how it evolved, then seeing it on Video Music Box after that, you know. But I also got to give credit to Fat Joe, my brother, Fat Joe, cousin Diamond D from Digging in the Crates. Like I had to live with Diamond for a couple of years, him and his mom when I was younger.
Yes, sir.
And watching him,
And salute. She's a salute.
yeah, while watching Diamond make tracks for Brand Nubian, who else, man? The list goes on. Lord Finesse, Fat Joe, working with Showbiz, watching Showbiz, DJ behind the ropes. Like it was just a lot, man, that inspired me. I gotta be honest. And who inspired me to be a rapper was really my boy Keith Nutt, rest in peace, and my bro Nigel, rest in peace.
Okay. Oh man. So two-time Grammy nominated artist. I mean, what was the songs that you was nominated for?
So I worked with Sting and I worked with Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, okay.
So it was along that entire process right there. But it wasn't just me, it was also other producers on it. So I worked on a song called Desert Rose, and the Kelly Clarkson jam, it was a couple of joints with her. But I gotta thank Bert Padell for that. Because Bert Padell is the one that actually made the, him being the business manager / attorney that he was. I owe that to him, to be honest.
Okay. Now I know you and met you for doing promotions and showcases as one of your many talents. What is there a difference that you see in the game as far as the music the music game from when you started to where it is right now? And do you see any, like, is it cool? Any improvements needed, or what's your thought on the business on the game as it is right now?
Musically, man, the game is definitely 100% different than when I was doing my thing. It was more like it was more of like an eclectic base of artists who were different.
Right.
Yeah, it was different artists. Now all these artists nowadays, they sound the same, look the same, feel the same, talk the same, walk the same, dress the same. Like no one is different. You can't tell. Back when I was doing my thing, and I'm still rapping.
What's going on with you, baby? Go on.
And I'm
love. Go ahead, man.
And I'm still rapping. But the difference between our era and the new generation is you can tell the letter A from the letter B.
Yeah.
You can tell the letter Z from the letter Y. You can't tell the difference between letters nowadays. All the music is repetitive. Everybody rapping the same thing. Money, drugs, like.
But do you think that has a lot to do with the artist, or do you think that has a lot to do with the direction of where the industry kind of like pushes the artist?
Nah, first and foremost, unless you're a robot and someone's pulling your leash, you have the sole right to be of a free thinker.
Right.
So these artists know what they're doing. These artists are following a trend.
Okay.
These artists are following, that's the thing to do. And that's what separated Redman, Method Man, Wu-Tang. Now look at Coast Contra. They're different. But people don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's there's no excuse why these artists are making the music they're making. Perform, like doing what they're doing. So for me, it's like they got to get a hold of their careers, or they're not going to be no more than 6 months to a year.
True.
Real talk. And it takes about a year to break a record.
That's another thing. Is there a difference as far as how you was able to break records during your time when you was coming up versus how records are being broke right now? You know what I'm saying? Especially considering streaming and,
So I would say the only difference is that it's in your face that they're paying to play. It's dead smack in your face, and if they get caught, they don't know the repercussions when it comes to payola.
Okay.
They don't even know what payola means. I asked a couple of artists if they had ASCAP or BMI because they wanted to put some music in my films and my new TV series. They said, "What is that?" So that's a problem.
Right.
That's a problem. So I've never in my life paid to play. I hired record brokers like Al Pizarro or what's my brother name, man? Older cat too, man. A black brother. It'll come back to me, but I hired them to break my music.
Okay.
They're the ones who would send out my music to radio stations or my music videos to like BET or MTV at that time, whoever else. So I had to pay them to get my stuff going. I paid my PR team. That's my publicity team. A lot of people don't know what a PR is. I paid them to market, promote, and brand my stuff. So nowadays, these artists, they're playing by a whole different set of rules, in which are none.
Do you think that's because of lack of education? They don't lack of guidance. That they may not even know, you know what I'm saying, about some of that stuff and how to go about getting some of that stuff done. Because most artists, you know what I'm saying, are more concerned with just getting in the booth, recording and hearing themselves, you know what I'm saying, on a record. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, what do you think about that?
I can honestly sit here and say that 99.9% of the artists in 2025 are ignorant of no fault of their own. They don't have the people around them to educate them, to give them the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding of not just the culture of hip hop, not just the ethics of hip hop or the music industry for that matter, but the business side of it. And that's why a lot of them are caught up in 360 deals or whatever other deals that they're going to end up attaining because they don't know. And if they do know, a lot of them, to no fault of their own, are facing homelessness, evictions, starvation. They're going through a lot. Whether it's the female who got to raise their child by themselves or the father that got to raise a child by themselves. And that's the only thing they can do is take that money up front, that advance. So it's a whole lot of moving parts. But for those artists who are, let's say, well-versed in the ethical and the business portions of the music industry, and they know what they're signing, they know what they're getting themselves into, that's on them. That's their fault. I don't have no sympathy for them at all. None.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick music video break, and we're going to come back and we're going to discuss your transition from music to films, you know what I'm saying, right here on Community Megabytes on IAXIS Radio with DAVON Franklin. This is our inspirations and advancement portion right here with Mikey J. Let's go.
Got text in my phone I don't respond to. If you think we got an issue, that's beyond you. Niggas catch vapors when they heat to them. Make so smooth, I ain't even gotta speak to them. Set it off, chuck them out the window. Staying firm, never break code. Shit was written in blood, fuck a transfusion. If the British get low, grams moving, I don't trust a soul. So I don't mind taking one, snakes don't get me rattled. Never could relate to them. Niggas get the plot and make them one with the landscape. They riding for you, clip the fan base. Tumble down the stairs, I'm like Cuddy with the burner. Argue with niggas, names never heard of. Hollow fuck around, make a legend out of them. Pour liquor on the page, people crying about them. Talk heavy, 100 in the left lane. Hood ain't been the same since we lost Kane. I can't lie, I was submerged in the darkness. Lack of love only made a nigga use my heart less. I'm here to make ends. Shit is filled with fake friends, surrounded by them killers. Never know when you gon' meet your end. Kicking in your front door, family get a transfer. Tell them be calm before Nina throw a tantrum. Can't show them mercy, niggas wouldn't spare me none. Life is such a bitch, I started dicking down the baddest one. Say them niggas strapped, why they steady getting raw? Streets ain't for everybody, stick to the 9 to 5, play inside the trenches. Got it out the mud, did it for my dogs, did it for the love. Know my time is coming, I can sense it, I can feel it. Half them niggas capping, talking shit, boy I live it. Demons lurking, disturbing with my chemistry, destroying niggas mentally, feeding off the Hennessy. Ex been told niggas stop being greedy, but they ain't listen. Shells left bleeding. It's for them niggas up north getting full off the Jack Mac. This is for them ones with the burner and the knapsack. This is for them ones making magic with the pot. Wizard with the stove top. Niggas up north getting full off the Jack Mac. This is for them ones with the burner and the knapsack. This is for them ones making magic with the pot. Wizard with the stove top. Look, devil want my soul, I can feel him reaching. Losing faith made me question some religious teachings. Put my trust inside the wrong bitches. Chasing Mona Lisa had me holding up the wrong picture. I envision Basquiat, I draw something in the body drop. It don't take much for me to get you crop. Picture worth 1,000 words, but a gun equals 1 sentence. Life could flash before your eyes, hope you don't miss it. Moving transparent, don't need new cases. I need blue faces, fuck the screw faces. Change the scenery, dreams don't mean shit when you living in a nightmare. Success is what I might fear. I did time, now I cherish every moment of it. Life's a bitch, but I never have a crush on it. I played blocks when it was lit outside. Had mom stressing like, boy, what you did outside? Ain't no pride in that. I wish I could get them summers back. A rap sheet ain't got no funds attached. This is what you niggas lack. Y'all writing songs with no feeling, no foundation, but expect to hit the ceiling. Yeah, as we living to die, how long do it take for this pain to subside? I took losses I ain't learned from. Fought demons so long that I became one. These shook niggas trying to stir something. Shit, the nerve of them. These niggas wanna play the streets until I curve something. I speak Gold, y'all cat pig Latin. Born gangsta, I'm from that fabric. I'm all action way, I just rap it. I remember being down to my last buck. Shit, that was hard luck. I made change, never changed up. See, I was told, put your change up. In case your cold D's change up. Have you in them chains stuck? I'm feeling like 45 when I come back. Just dropped double nickel at the guard. These New York streets that made me heartless. Nigga, please don't make for them niggas up north getting full off the Jack Mac. This is for them ones with the burner and the knapsack. This is for them ones making magic with the pot. Wizard with the stove top. Niggas up north getting full off the Jack Mac. This is for them ones with the burner and the knapsack. This is for them ones making magic with the pot. Wizard with the stove top.
Community Megabytes Inspirations and Advancements segment with DAVON Franklin and Mikey J. We're gonna get back into this conversation. Now, Mike, you got 13 music awards. You know what I'm saying, for a lot of your contributions that you did in the industry. What inspired your transition from music into film?
Wow, honestly, DAVON, I've always been into film.
Okay.
From my first music video, I've always been hands-on cinematically and wanted to know more what that camera would pull out, what that camera did. Mm-hmm. So for me, I could even go further back when I was a little youth, right? Mm-hmm. Growing up in the projects. And my mom would buy me any toy that I asked for, especially for my birthday. My birthday is Christmas Day, right?
Okay.
So I would, when the springtime or the summertime would come, and I'm a little youth at this point, right? Mm. Where I would take my G.I. Joes or my Transformers, or I had the big alien figure from Alien. I had all I had all types of toys. So I
Yeah.
would go downstairs in the front of my building where we had these bushes, and I would like be setting them up like they about to fight and all that.
Yeah.
So I didn't know so far back that I was actually creating a storyboard. And until you get older in life, you're like, damn, I've been in storyboards and making movies in my head all my life with my action figures, you know.
Yes,
And
sir.
I became a prolific artist. I can draw comics like I look at Colossus or Wolverine one time,
Uh-huh.
and I can just draw it out of memory. So when it came to being artistic that way, I applied it many years later and didn't even know that I was applying what I was doing from the ages of 7, 8, 9, 10 years old up to now,
Do you find
cinematically.
do you find the process did you find the process kind of smooth transitioning from music into films or into acting, or how was that process?
I honestly, Davon, I would honestly, wholeheartedly, with all the transparency in the world, if I didn't, if I wasn't who I was in the music industry,
Mhm.
if I didn't have a name already, I think it would have been harder.
Okay.
I think it would have been very hard.
Okay.
But the only thing that was hard for me was maintaining, um, not maintaining. The only thing that was hard for me was the comprehension of the length of a comedy. I didn't know that a comedy had to be like an hour and something minutes,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
So I had to learn structure.
Mhm.
I had to learn that. It wasn't really hard. I would say that the hardest thing for me
Mm.
was learning that actors come with a certain temperament.
Okay.
That was the hardest part because I came into the film industry like, not oblivious, but sort of gullible. Like everything was all hunky dory. Yeah, let's pick up a camera. Let's write the script. Do what we do, and we no that isn't the case. And it wasn't the case. No,
Right. Right.
that's the hardest thing is dealing with 100 different personalities at
Mm.
one time.
Okay. What's tell let's talk about this new the series that you're working on. Okay. We- What's
TONY, Top of New York, a Michael Stephen Paul Crown series. Yeah, man. I'm so honored and blessed to say that I did it.
Okay.
I did what 99.9% of other filmmakers are reluctant to do and or fail to do.
Mm.
And that is write, produce, direct, edit, and release a film project or television project. A lot of people kill they kill their projects
Mm.
for whatever reasons they do. And I got it over the finish line.
Mm.
So I am very, very proud of the work that I did. I'm proud of the work that my cast, not just season 1, season 2 that's coming out, but the entire series cast has done. I could write a script all day, but so it takes a great group of people who can follow direction, allow me to coach them, teach them, train them, and produce them.
Well,
Everybody, 99.9% of them people in season 1 have never had the opportunity of having lead roles, featured roles, speaking lines, you name it. And I got all of them ready. And I'm proud of the work that I've done. I'm proud of the work that they all done.
what's the show about? For the viewers that's watching, they want to tune in. What's Top of New York about?
Tony, Top of New York is basically if you ever been on them streets in the Bronx,
Mhm.
Brooklyn, Queens, Harlem, Staten Island, and you've dealt with, you know, a certain group of people in the streets, unsavory people in the street, from the street. if you ever got into unsavory business with NYPD or not. You got good cops, you got bad cops. If you was ever swiping, boosting, will you name it? That's what TONY is. But TONY is basically season one is based off of Enrique Cortez. That's the Cortez family.
Okay.
And now I'm going to be transparent. This is really loosely based off of my days of hustling in the streets of New York, the streets of the Bronx, going in and out of town, doing what I was doing. But in full transparency, I didn't rock with everybody. It wasn't my business to tell my business or know anyone else's business. That's the first thing of dealing narcotics. You gotta do your dirt all by your lonely. Only you can tell on yourself. And I was linked with the right people, older people at that. So Enrique Cortez is a Latin king who he's an older gentleman, and he has a daughter by the name of Carmen. And Carmen she's a Latin queen, and Big Chicken, who's played by John Garcia, Cortez loved him. That's his son-in-law. Carmen's a wild card. She doesn't care about nothing in the world but Carmen. She doesn't even care about her own kids. So it really shows you what really goes on with jealousy, envy, hate, and everything that's entrenched in that world. But at the same time, on the flip side of that coin, there's also a lot of love. So I'm displaying not just the jealousy, envy, and hatred from someone's heart, but I'm also showing, showing rather, the good that even drug dealers can display from themselves. It's very gritty, it's very raw, it's very real. And I didn't utilize them words. That's from the upper echelon of television producers, executive television producers, legends in the game. I can only wish to have their resume. I don't need their finances. If I can have the resume of the people that gave me the grace and the praise that they gave TONY on top of New York, that's what counts. Is the audience and those upper echelon people who seen this from day one.
Yes, sir.
Well, so if you're looking for the 2025 Wire, the 2025 Chicago PD, Hill Street Blues. If you're looking for something gritty, if you're looking for something raw, straight to your face, and you can comprehend the dialect, whether you're a man, a woman, or even a teenager out there doing what you do, you would definitely resonate with Tony. Look, I got a gentleman named Dr. Niles.
Okay.
He owns a very prestigious television network in Pittsburgh, Page TV One network. Now this man, he says flat out, he doesn't do vulgarity or none of that.
Shout out.
And he said he would watch Tony over and over again.
Shout out, who's that? Shout out John Garcia, Mikey J. Terror Squadian, Daryl Doobie Warden. Tony is so well written. I'm so honored to be a part of it. Okay. All right. That's
Doobie's a legend from Bad Boy. Not the Diddy parties, but Bad Boy, yeah.
You're also a spokesman for the NAACP Bronx branch.
Yeah.
You've won the President's Lifetime Achievement Award in New York City at the Boricua College, by Dr. Renee Perry.
Yeah.
There's a lot to add to your resume, bro. I wish I could get more into the conversation with you because we got another guest getting ready to come on right now. But I want you to let everybody know where they can find you and where they can where they can get a glimpse and check out the series Tony.
Well, since you brought that up, I want to say thank you to Dr. Renee Perry, President Joe Biden, and Vice President Kamala Harris, who did present us, which is myself and my wife, Bella Ray, with the 2023 Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. So thank you to them. You all can definitely be very supportive by going to your Roku or Fire TV and downloading the BCS Black Child Studios app, and just show me the love, man. Help me to help pay the actors. The actors get paid when people go to the movie theaters, when people stream. That's how us content creators are able to pay our actors. So please, you go to BCS Black Child Studios, Roku or Fire TV, and you'll be able to stream TOY Top of New York. And I also got three other productions up there. Christmas Lost and Christmas Found. You can watch that. Keys and Cuts Before the Badge and Hopeless Romantic, a Michael Stephen Paul love story. I thank y'all. Thank y'all for your support. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at MikeyJNYC. My TikTok is MikeyJNYC as well, JAY. Thank you very much to IAXIS Radio, DAVON Franklin, and everybody else. Roku and Fire TV. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Let me check out this the comments. There was 2 comments that was sent out to you right quick before I let you go. We had Tyrone Lowe says he's looking forward to all your sequels.
Thank you.
We have Tierra Nicole says honored. Okay, so shout out to them and appreciate you coming by. We're gonna do this again, man, and have a full more time to discuss more of the stuff that you got going on. All right.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. This is Mikey J right here on Inspirations and Advancements, Community Megabytes with DAVON Franklin. We're going to take a quick music break, and we're going to come back with Crystal Campbell, with hairstylist Crystal Campbell, right here on Community Megabytes on IAXIS Radio. Let's go.
Slick with it.
Them know say the thing heavy. Them know say we roll heavy. 5X tell the thing heavy. Come to see we, you know say the thing heavy. And we don't have the thing, them we heavy. Yo, life we live, everybody say it heavy. Rich big mansion, car them heavy. And bank account to a up well heavy. It a be heavy, it a be heavy. Me links them heavy, machine them heavy. Don't violate, so we get a coffin heavy. Bully pan, them some of us heavy. It a be heavy, it a be heavy. You see vibrant family, we roll heavy. Talk them now play with a chase like Jeffy. Pull up in a the place, think mad dog Teddy. Love the place, show you with them a take a skelly. Then smoke and gin, Hennessy, cranberry. Be a pretty girl, get this something at them belly. Bad girl, the big Asia, coffee terry. This a real talk like scoop up Machiavelli City. Life we live, everybody say it heavy. Rich big mansion, car them heavy. And bank account to a up well heavy. It a be heavy, it a be heavy. Me links them heavy, machine them heavy. Don't violate, you we get a coffin heavy. Bully pan, them some of us heavy. It a be heavy, it a be heavy. Yo, millions we a make while them a chat. Them no bad like me a tell it that. We on the beat and the beat of the beat. In the studio, on the street, me take flight, 7 days of the week. Me no big strength, call me no weak. Straight jeans, wallabies, hit the palmy feet. What? Wallabies, the palmy city. Life we live, everybody say it heavy. Rich big mansion, car them heavy. And bank account to a up well heavy. It a be heavy, it a be heavy. Me links them heavy, machine them heavy. Don't violate, you we get a coffin heavy. Only pan, some of us heavy. It a be heavy, it a be heavy. You see vibrant family, we roll heavy. Talk them now play, we not chase like Jeffy. Pull up in a the place, think mad dog Teddy. Love you play, show you with a matic and skelly. Then smoke and gin, Hennessy, cranberry. Be a pretty girl, get this something at them belly. Bad girl, the big Asia, coffee terry. This a real talk like scoop up Machiavelli City. Life we live, everybody say it heavy. Rich big mansion, car them heavy. And bank account to a up well heavy. It a be heavy, it a be heavy. Me links them heavy, machine them heavy. Don't violate, you we get a coffin heavy. Only pan girl, them some of us heavy. It a be heavy, it a be heavy.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to Community Megabytes, Inspirations and Advancements. Now, our next guest has been doing hair for over 4 years, a graduate from Wilford Beauty Academy, winner of 3 community awards, including the Martin Luther King Jr. Award. Please welcome Miss Crystal Campbell to the show. How you doing today?
Hello, hi. How you doing, Davon?
I'm doing good. And yourself?
I'm doing great. No complaints.
Oh, I could dig it. I could dig it. I could dig it. Now, let me ask you, what inspired you to become a hairstylist?
Well, my mom, she bought me dolls and stuff like the Barbie mannequin heads from back in the 70s, and I got one every year. And that's pretty much what made me get into the hair.
Okay. Now, what is your experience with different types of textures and treatment?
Okay. All right. I went to Wilford Beauty Academy, and when I learned hair culture, it was for not not for African American. I learned how to do Caucasian hair.
Okay.
So when I graduated out of Wilford, I had to go and hustle, and I worked in over probably 25, 30 hair salons until I learned how to do my hair. Because in Wilford, they just told you how to put a braid in, sew a piece of weave on, that's it. Now, all the other styles that that I know you're going to show, that I was on Tyrone's show, those are the hairstyles that they taught me how to do on Caucasian women.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Treatments.
So go ahead, continue.
Also, the treatments you had said, what about treatments?
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of treatments out there, but I kind of make my own treatments. Like I have a condition that detangles hair. It's not on the market, but I do put it in my clients' hair. They like it. They want to buy it, but I want them to keep coming back.
I could dig that. All right. So, what is your approach to staying updated on the latest hair trends and style style techniques?
Okay, I take classes, or sometimes a client will come in and say, "Oh, do you know how to do this?" Then I do my research on it. If there's a class, I'll take the class. But if I could see it on YouTube, and I kind of like me, once I see something, I can do it. I've always been like that.
Okay.
So once they show me something, introduce it to me, I'll go do my research. I'll practice on clients, or I have mannequin heads on my nieces.
Okay. You're owner of salon, right?
Yes, Black Star Unisex Hair Salon in Jamaica, Queens, Hollis area.
Okay. Oh, shout out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Terra Vocals by Jamel said hello.
Oh, hi. How you
Tyrone
doing?
Lowe said, "What up, Crystal?" Shout out
Hey,
Tyrone Lowe.
Tyrone.
Yolanda Garland says, "Dope." Okay, that's what's up. That's a shout out to all y'all on the chat, everybody in the chat. All right.
Yes.
What does a typical day look like in your salon?
Oh, there's never a dull moment in a barbershop, hair salon. It's unisex. So we have a lot of like back and forth, and with the men and the women, and why do men do this? Why do women do that? It's a lot of back and forth, and a lot of culture in the salon. We learn a lot. We put educational things on the TV for the kids to come in. When you come into my shop, we don't listen to hip hop like that until like probably Saturday, because we trying to keep it nice for everybody.
Okay. You was talking about training. What continuing education or training opportunities does your salon offer, or do you offer like educational opportunities and training for your stylists?
Yes. When I used to do it back in the day, they said that I couldn't do it unless someone had a license.
Right.
But I see as we evolve, and people that look like me, women that look like me, they want to come in and learn, I'm going to teach them. Because you don't know where their next money coming from, and this trade is phenomenal. And it's sad that we as African American men and women don't have our hands in the pot, and we cultivate and we invent everything, and we come up with all these different trends for hair, fashion, whatever it may be, and we don't have our hands in it. So I look at it like this: if any woman, any child, any guy want to, learn how to do hair while they're there, they can come and watch me. Like I said before, I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm not.
Well, what I want to do is I want to take a little moment so we could take a look at some of the pictures of the hairstyles that you create and show it to our audience, and we'll take a look. See. Yeah, get a look at these delicious styles that you got right quick. So we're gonna do that. Um, yes, I did. But in the between time, can you tell me about a time where you had to learn a new hairstyle technique quickly?
A time, all right. When I did Fashion Week, I didn't the first all right, I did a pageant and they wanted me to do Hollywood hair. I'm like, what is Hollywood hair? So I was like, let me go. So what happened was the young ladies there, they was like, nah, you have to do it with this wand. You need a 1-inch wand. I didn't have a 1-inch wand. And those were my Mexican sisters, and they took me under their wings, and they was like, no, you can't get the full curl with that. So they loaned me theirs, and it was history. And that's when Nora saw me doing it there, she asked me to be a stylist for Fashion Week with her collection, Bella collection.
Okay.
And that was the first time like I really was hands on and learned how to do a style right off the bat.
Okay. What are your salon's expectations for retail sales, and how are they handled?
Retail sales, as far as products,
Yeah.
hair products and stuff. All right, I have a hair oil that I've been putting in people's hair, my clients' hair. It's called Ancestors, but right now, because of the industry, you have to take out certain type of insurances for it. So I took it off of the market right now, but I do sell it. I have people selling it for me in their salons.
Okay. How do you handle situations with difficult clients and feedback?
Okay. I kind of sit them down, hear them out. I always hear them out. And, sometimes the customers are not always right.
Right.
Me being a professional, I offer, like if someone comes in there and they don't like how their hair turned out and they said, oh, it doesn't look like the picture. And I said, okay, so I'll give you a one to do something over. Anything after that, you're going to get charged again.
Right.
Maybe they don't like it. They pick the style that, they don't like. Me personally, before I do anybody's hairstyle, I'll tell them, this hairstyle is nice, but it may not look right on you, but I'm going to do it.
Right.
I'm very honest.
Yeah, some people do try to get stuff in there. I seen this cut right there, but yeah, you don't have the head shape for that, so nor the hair.
Like
So-
one girl came in there, like probably 15 years ago. Her name is Penny. We're good. We're cool right now.
Okay.
And a big girl, and she was like, "I want my hair like this." She showed me a picture of Janet Jackson with a ponytail, a basic ponytail and a bang, long. I did it. She says, "Oh, I don't look like this. It doesn't look like this." So my brother said, "But you're not gonna look like Janet Jackson, but your hair looks like Janet Jackson." A lot of people that come in the salon and think they're gonna look like a celebrity or whoever picture they're showing us the
Right.
hair. So my brother, this girl was big, and I was like, I am not about to tussle with nobody. And then she called me back in like a week or so and said, "Oh, Crystal, I'm so sorry. Can I please come get a wash and set?" I said, "Sure," because she came all the way from Far Rockaway. And I was happy for her. I was like, "Yeah, come on back," and I gave her that hairstyle that she came back. I gave it to her on the house, and we've been cool ever since. But now she moved to Atlanta. We lost connection.
Okay.
But Penny's cool. She's a very nice person.
Terra Vocals by Jamel says, That's true. The customer isn't always right. Yeah, no, that's the truth. That is the truth.
It's
Let's
just,
go ahead.
it's just how you handle them. That's all. You just gotta have, common sense, and you gotta, hear people out before you even say anything. Just hear them out.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now, let's talk about Fashion Week. You did Fashion Week this past September with Nora and the Bella design. How was
Yeah.
that?
Oh, that was fabulous. That was a experience like that. I don't know. That was like Christmas for me. I was like, I couldn't sleep the night before because I was so excited. Again, like I've been asking my friends to hook me up with Fashion Week, hook me up with celebrities to do their hair, and they would be like, yeah, okay, we're gonna put you on. I'm still waiting, but it's all good because I will come home, talk to my father, and he would say, listen, it's not your time. When it's your time, you'll get it. You don't have to look for them. They're gonna find you. And if my father never lied, I'm telling you, God rest his soul. But everything is just coming on God's time with me. And I just got out of my own way, and now I'm just letting God work in my life.
Amen to that. All right.
Mm.
So anything else? Oh.
Nothing.
How do you build trust and long-term relationships with your new clients?
I kind of, let me see. Well, when people meet me, for the first time and I'm doing their hair, and, I got to learn their hair, and, I take my time with them. So when I have a new customer, I space like 2 hours, even if it doesn't take 2 hours to do their hair, just to get to know them, because some people are nervous when you're doing their hair for the first time. And I sit there and I listen to them, and I do exactly what they say, but not exactly what they say, because when you tell hairstylists what to do, sometimes your hair do not come out the way you want it to come out. So, I have patience with them, and I'll do this. If they said they don't like it this way, all right, let's try it this way. They like it that way, and then I continue.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick bit. We're going to take a music break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to have some more conversation with Miss Crystal Campbell right here on Community Megabytes, Inspirations and Advancements on IAXIS Radio. Let's go.
I want to go with you anywhere, up to the moon and the stars. I just want to go up. Baby, take me for a ride in the magic carpet. 747 glide through the clouds, baby, be my pilot. Hot air balloon, you're making me swoon, baby, that's what you do. You see all the mother fellas, they be trying, but they don't come through. Understanding, you give your kisses, hugging, squeezing. So I'm betting my cards on you. Keep doing what you do. I can't wait to see how the story begins. We go shit just like I like her. You're giving me good vibes, what's running through my mind. Every day I've been waiting for a lover like this to come through. Take me up somewhere my mind can't explain. Wanna feel it So I'm betting my cards on you. Keep doing what you do. I can't wait to see how the story ends. You make me go.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to Community Megabytes, Inspirations and Advancements. We're here with Crystal Campbell. Why don't you let everybody know where they can actually find you and find your salon and come visit and get some work done.
Okay, I'm located. Name of my salon is Black Star Unisex Hair Salon, located 198-03 Jamaica Avenue in the Hollis area. And yeah, come down and experience the salon. This experience is a family net, spot. Hilarious. We laugh, joke, everything. It's fun.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Appreciate you stopping by. We're gonna have another interview. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna have a stretch of clips that we're gonna be able to talk about and actually show. So so thank you for coming through, and we appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate being on your show.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, that will actually conclude our show. So we're gonna get into a quick music break as we close out the show. I like to thank everybody for coming attending the show. Miss Campbell as well as Mikey J.
Thanks.
In fact, do us the honors and send us along. Send a shout out, like what I'm saying, to anybody that you want to shout out at this moment in time.
Okay, I want to shout out I told my cousin Curetta I was gonna say her name on here. She's out in Georgia. Her and Jay. I went over to their house over the last year. They showed me such good hospitality. That's my cousin. I grew up with her. I want to thank all my clients that support me, and my cousins that that was in the show for my other interview with Tone Low. I want to give her Erica and Richie, my cousins, Shelly, Gwen, Angie, Kat, Richie, Chanel, and Taya. Thank you. Oh yeah, number one, I want to thank these two people right here. for giving me the opportunity of life. And this is my dad. He passed away April 10th.
My
If it
condolences.
wasn't, I would not be here if it wasn't for him. This is him. God is good. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. My condolences. And
Thanks.
and for everybody else, live love, love life, take care of each other. Peace.
Peace.
Let me tell you a time when hip hop was authentic, when rap was expression. It was a wonderful time. Their names, Sunny Days and Betty Lamona. Even at this time, little ones would be to bed and the mice shall play.
Come on, I said drinks up, laid back, giving cats dap I knew from way back. Fedora with the feather, tailor fitted suits, gators for the weather, baby looking cute, cigar Cuban, honey cognac, velvet rope hair draped down to her back, dimples deep dish, genie in a perfume bottle, guaranteed to grant you a wish. Wish you had a charm like mine on your arm. You gotta have charm.
Wish you had a man like this so strong. You gotta be strong. Top shelf don't get no better. In the juke joint, baby, it's whatever. One thing for sure, we gotta shit together. I descended them boo, I don't do stormy weather. Lena, lady in the red dress. I'm bothered, really, really hard to impress. Female eagle, she puts the men to the test. Fly to the height, drop the twig, make it catch. Her roots too deep, you see. I sparkle like, yeah, diamond jubilee. Try to figure my accent out. Well, I'm from D.C.
Wish you had a charm like mine on your arm. You gotta have charm.
Wish you had a man like this so strong. You gotta be strong. Vibe with us.
Vibe with us.
Picture this.
Picture this.
Get with this.
Get with this.
Classic, they can't have it. Her display, Lady Ecstasy Phantom. White walls, fellas, tip your hats to the madam. Pulling back chairs, how they grab them. Draped with diamonds, the patterns. Feels so good to be a lady. Any, money, mo, maybe.
Blue note, front row, trumpets blaring. Silhouette, got gangster staring. Curves hugging a gown she's wearing. Sorry, Don, get your own, no Karen. Wish you had a charm like mine on your arm. You gotta have charm.
Wish you had a man like this so strong. You gotta be strong.
Vibe with us.
Picture this.
Picture this.
Get with this.